Hello again. Welcome to our look at the upcoming Monday, November 3rd trading session. In front of you, I have the economic calendar as per usual. And as you can see, it appears that very little to do in the beginning of the session. There's a couple mid-level announcements coming out early, but really at the end of the day, we don't think that anything significant comes out until German manufacturing PMI for the month of October. This number is anticipated to come out at 51.8, and of course can move the DAX and the Euro fairly significantly. Can also have an effect on some European markets, but those will be the two that we pay attention the most. After that, we have ISM manufacturing PMI out of the United States for October, anticipated to be 56.2. And then later we have an Australian interest rate decision, which will have an effect directly on the Aussie dollar. Looking over at the DAX, you can see that we had a really positive session on Friday, breaking the top of the hammer from Thursday. So that, of course, is a pretty significant buy signal. It looks as if the market is ready to continue going higher, so we are buyers of calls. And if we get a little bit of a pullback due to the German numbers, then perhaps that would be value that we could buy calls on dips. We have no interest whatsoever in buying puts. We do believe that the DAX goes as high as probably 10,000, give enough time, 9,800 before there. Looks pretty similar in the FTSE, except we do have a little bit of a cluster just above current levels. We need to see a move above 6,600 to start buying calls or pullbacks that show signs of support. We believe that the FTSE will continue to go higher. The base is starting to look pretty thick here, and we should head back into previous consolidation that we had seen for quite some time. Looking at the euro dollar level, you can see that the euro dollar has, of course, fallen hard enough to test the 125 level during the Friday session. This is significant support as far as we can see, and therefore we don't more than likely expect this market to break down easily. But just as it's probably not going to be easy to break down, the truth of the matter is that if we do break down below 125, that becomes a massive longer-term put buying opportunity. Rallies between here and 128 will continue to offer put buying opportunities on signs of resistance. Either way, we are negative of this market and still believe that it will ultimately go lower given enough time. No interest in buying calls whatsoever. And finally, looking over the silver market, you can see that we did break down a bit. At this point in time, we would anticipate, even though there's a little bit of a hammer from the Friday session, we would anticipate that there's probably going to be enough selling pressure on any bounce that you can look to buy puts. No interest in buying calls whatsoever. We figure that the silver markets are eventually going to head down to the $15 handle. With that, we have taken a look at the Monday, November 3rd trading session.